Alright, one more time. So I'm in a better mood today, although I am doing my laundry, so I'm gonna have to pause some parts. I have 20 minutes on one. But let me double check that I'm streaming as always. Hopefully I am streaming. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, YouTube. Okay, I think I am streaming. Alright, let me just click on this and then send this to my boyfriend. Alright. Okay, so hold on, let me. I think we're at the sequels are good. Divinity Original 2, Doom 2, Dark Souls. Okay. I forgot where I came from. I think I was going this way. Yep. No, I think the prequel to Stanley Parable. He, the Stanley Parable is the prequel of the Stanley Parable 2. Okay. The Stanley Parable. What did the narrator say about this? Anything? Valued investor. New features. Wait, there's a bus and there's that. I want to go in the bus. I can't go in the bus? I want to go to the bus. No? I want to go to the bus. No? Oh, that's too bad. New content. What if we can jump on the chair again? But this chair. Can I go up this chair? Yeah, I don't think I can. Alright, never mind. Oh.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The name of the player that is playing the game. Oh, look, there's like merch. I wanna go merch. Reassurance bucket. Hold on. I wanna do, what's the merch? The end is never the end again. Ooh, I want that. 2 doors. This t-shirt is the best new feature. I want the end is never the end. The Stanley Parable. But there's so many places to go. Let's go right first. The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Okay, let's do the bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
No
As long
way.
as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Is there anything around here? I have to stop thinking of Stanley Parable like a normal game where I could probably find something around here. Alright, fine. Let's go What?
Can you feel it?
No.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
No,
And
your
in
laugh
fact,
scared me.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
What?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
No way.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. Wait, you did this because you're bored? Listen, now I'm holding a random bucket. Can I show it? I wonder. No? Can't go in any of those?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
This is a dirty
That
bucket.
really should be an award if it isn't already.
Are you sure? Office decorations, infinite hole. No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
12th birthday? Wait a minute, hey! This is a trap. Oh. Oh, here. What am I doing? Get well someday or happy 12th birthday stepniece. Get well someday. I don't know, that seems dark.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, stepniece, it is.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're right. Hold on, I'm just putting lotion on. Hey, I had the kettle someday is very funny. Okay, that's okay. Oh, hey, look. See, it's awful. You should have
Or
gone
actually,
with a.
Maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
No, that's so weird. Brother, why do you do that? Okay. Like, what kind of chairs are these? This bucket. Oh, that's just my door, isn't it? New content. Can I go up? Why can I never go up when I want to? Alright, let's go here. Oh, or maybe not, because I know that looks like progress. Let's go here first. What is this? The button that says the name of the player is playing the game. Contents, new ideas. They were just the right amount of change. Then you updated your. The baby is all good. Oh yeah, I didn't press that button, didn't I? No screenshots. Red is the new orange. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, that's loud. A whole new office. No screenshots. What is this? Two. Enjoy new features. Oh, but that's epilogue. And where does it go? Up there. Okay, maybe that's not too bad. Hold on, later. The bucket!
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Really?
Isn't that wonderful?
Okay. I don't know. I like the idea of being Stanley. I don't want to be called Nicole or something. Too small. Road to the perfect button. Too big. Just right. Yeah, you're right. Can I click on them? No. No. Let me see. What does it say? Nothing? Okay. Name. The button that says the name of the player displaying the game. This is the big button.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Jim?
But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
But
Just
I wanna
play
be
along.
Stanley.
I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath,
All right.
clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Damn.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so,
Sure.
then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Whoa.
Yes!
That is
you
awesome.
see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Alright.
Jim.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
No.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose
Jim.
all sense
Jim.
of who you
Jim.
actually are.
Jim.
Oh. Come on. I like Jim. I keep thinking of Jim from The Office. What is this bucket? I'm still holding it.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Okay. Where does that go? That looks like a stairwell. Okay, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, I wanna see.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Do we have an epilogue in this one? Oh, exit. I don't wanna exit. I think this is fun. Great idea. Infinite hole. Setting world champion. Free trophy. Really? That seems suspicious. Let's try this one. Huh? Well, that's locked. That doesn't do anything. Okay.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
I did.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
But I wanna jump. Oh, come on, narrator. I wanna do whatever this is. Oh, is this just the balloon thing? Can I pick again?
Come now. You've already made your choice. It's
Oh.
true that you chose badly. But we
You
all
chose
have
badly.
to move on from our mistakes.
You chose badly. Wait, it has content when I go back somewhere. Let me see if I go back in other places, like the bucket. No one on me. It doesn't comfort me. It's blocking my view. I guess the sounds it makes it. But Stanley Parable's never been scary. I need these in a. Wait, let's see again if it triggers anything. No? Yeah, that's it. There you go. Alright, fine. What is here? Of what? Distant space time. Time depth. Opening. Depth. Okay, what are you talking about? What is this? Infinite hole. Oh, there's an infinite hole. Hole entrance. Infinity. Okay.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Why is it stunning and everything? I don't know, falling to a hole seems kind of weird. Let's do it. Woo! Oh, now the bucket helps.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why though?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? What happens? Now, I wanna know.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Okay.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
Yeah.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
You
Why don't
did.
we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Okay.
If that
No,
works for
just say
you, then
infinite.
go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
So if I stay here, will something else happen, or is he actually just gonna? Just I don't know, when it gives me choices, sometimes I just don't want to follow it. Hold on, let me drink some water. Oh, hold on. So nothing? You're not gonna say anything? Okay. Nothing? Okay, never mind.
Great.
All right.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
No, let's jump back in
Oh,
again.
for heaven's... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Do I?
Oh.
Oh,
Did
it
the hole
does seem
seem even
shorter.
shorter to you this
Doesn't
time?
it?
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
You're still not gonna do anything? Alright, fine.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
You're just inviting it.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Oh, it's...
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not
is
infinite,
shorter.
but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
Yeah.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the
Whoa.
hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
But... Oh, right, I can't jump. Oh, I can't.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
Okay.
a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of it.
Oh, he's really walking away. Well, bucket, it's just you and me. You know, I'm starting to appreciate the bucket. Oh. Excuse me? What's going on? There's music. Oh, that's scary. Oh. Okay. Oh, it really is descending. Holy shit. Oh, hey! Not me! Do, do, do. And Stan. That's kind of funny. Change the perception. What did I do? Oh, is it music? Oh, that's good.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
This is so odd. Oh, let's do that. I want to see everything.
Stanley? Stanley! Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there,
Oh.
drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Come
you
on.
don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them.
He's
Stay
such a
alert,
troll as
Stanley.
well.
I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Just know what. I hear the music again. Oh. Is it over? Oh! Oh, I started here. That's awesome.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I did. Oh, can I choose again on this one? Oh no. Alright. Come on. No, I've already been here. That's the infinite hole. Let's do the free new easy trophy. Pull the lever, receive your new trophy. Really?
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Really? You wouldn't give me the knocking trophy.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Oh. Is that it? But I can't, like, go at it a couple times and something will happen? No? Come on, there must be something, right? No? No? Oh. Okay, fine. Guess not. It just works. No, it doesn't.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What about this one? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Probably not. Collect them all. Ooh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Well, I don't know if people would like that. It has to be a reward, like a trophy. Okay. Damn. What is the situation? Okay. Oh. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it.
Why is that?
Absolutely tragic.
No, it's not. Jump circle. We already did that, didn't we? Setting world champion. Yeah, I don't think so. Wait, let's do the setting thing that was logged earlier. I mean, that's gotta be something, right? Fine. Infinite hole. Fine, it ended. The button that says gym. Wait, I didn't even realize that the things changed. I wanna see that again. Mostly infinite hole. Oh, that's hilarious. I cannot. The Stanley Parable 2 reassurance bucket. The bucket's still the bucket. What do I do with this? Settings World Champion. What, is it just a random place? Settings World Champion. What do I do with that? Maybe I click it a number of times. Oh. Settings World Champion. Well, I mean, I like the setting. Okay, so settings. Well, I don't want to mess with it though, but you know this game, so maybe there's something about it. Oh, hold on, it's bill time. Oh, and let me look at my laundry. My laundry's finished. All right, I'm gonna have to pause. Hold on. I'll pause this.
This is the story. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man. Ah, I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion trophy. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Viscosity. Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider and that it'll be accessible from the settings menu. We'll sort out the rest of the details later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2. All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? this isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Stanley picked up the bucket. Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times. Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love. Now back to door number 437. You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now, let's introduce it to door 416. We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again. Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket on door 430. Yes! We did it! Wow! That felt amazing. You know, not all buckets will get this kind of experience. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply
That you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Oh my god, had I been just mute all this time? Hold on, let me pause it.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help.
Hold on. Oh my god, I didn't realize that maybe I was muted the whole time. Okay. Was I? Oh, that would be like horrible. Hold on. Let me just hear. Okay, it doesn't look like. I think for a time I was muted. Yeah, I wasn't talking in these parts for some reason. That's too bad. When did I not start to not talk, I wonder? After I went to the laundry, I think. Yeah, I was still talking, like, after. Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm just checking out if I really was silent the whole time. I think I was, for the most part. Okay, I think after I went to the laundry, I was mute. Wait, let me see if I'm still mute then. I don't think I am, but let's see. Yeah. Okay, I think after I came back to the laundry, I was mute for some reason. Well, I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't hear it, so.
Settle this debate once and for all.
Okay.
Here we go. There. Now it's settled.
What?
No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature
What
of
did you
cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
What did you do? I think he hit the closet.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Oh, you're putting
You
stickers
see?
on. Oh,
I
you're
feel
putting
that
stickers
it
on the
works
bucket.
because the sticker is also a bucket.
Okay.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Can it? I don't know. Is there more to this? This is such a random scene.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay. Is that it? I think that might be it. Hold on. That is such a random thing, though. Like suddenly gripping on about the bucket. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Right. So there's that again.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What if I take the bucket downstairs, though? Like, you know what? Let's do it. I know this is a dead end, and it ultimately leads me to my... Oh! Hey! Wait, sorry, I thought I could...
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Mm-hmm. That was very odd. Okay, well, I have my bucket, so I should be...
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
But I have the bucket.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
The bucket returned his gaze.
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
I'm still gonna go crazy.
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. Indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley.
I can't do this game.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
Yeah?
He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
Where?
The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful.
Oh, like literally.
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh. That was different.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
She has a bucket.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
This man had no bucket.
Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped all the way to work. I'm picking up that bucket every time. I cannot. That was so wild. I can't. Wait, I can't recover from that. I need the bucket. I want my bucket. Wait, where is the bucket? Hold on.
All of his co-workers
Oh,
were
where's the
gone.
bucket?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But I thought there was supposed to be a bucket here. Aww.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Figurine Finders Committee. Oh. Oh, there's the bucket. Hello,
Stanley
bucket.
lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Why did that actually comfort me now? So can I repeat some endings and then just the bucket? See, now the computers are dark. I'm gonna pop it. It's closed now. I guess it's just for 16 now, I guess. What if, like, with the exploding?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Let's explore everything that can be done at the left. Well, as far as I know. Wait, what? Did we miss the broom closet? Oh, I think we missed it. There will be a reward for finding them all. Really? Lies. Stop kidding yourself. I want them so much. Looks like 427. Yeah, gotta collect them all. Inside of a sequel exhibit. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Oh, a large room. Lots of boxes. Nearby a fireplace with the boss's office. Some are both red and blue. A private but smelly place for an important person. So the washroom, the fireplace, Chris's remains. Oh. Trust the completionist instinct. That hasn't helped me so far. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room. Weird spinning figurines. Maybe we are the collectibles. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiences. Our local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones. Would you like to know? What? I also picked up what looks like the reverence of person. Huh? Fig leaves are hard to find. Hollow clues provided by employee 416. Bedroom. Good luck. That's kind of funny, I think. What is the clues? A large room with lots of boxes. I don't know what that is. I don't know the both red and blue. I know the fireplace and the washroom.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
Okay.
But alas, no stickers.
Alas. So no? How many times can we be in here? The lights actually are very accurate. Okay. No? Yeah, it's not very for me today.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Stanley
office.
and the bucket. That is me. I think there's one executive bathroom. There we go.
Another
Hey.
miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Money in the morning, money in the breakfast, in the evening, money for breakfast. Really? Who wrote that? And the one by the fireplace, which is somewhere here. Well, that's a fireplace, right? Oh. Oh, hey. What are these? Like, there's 3. Because I pressed 3. You know, I don't trust puzzles here. Because, I don't know, it's just stupid. Okay, whatever. Could there be something here? This just gives me the music. Okay, never mind. There's nothing here. The boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
Fireplace.
again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
So this is not.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire
But I have my
if not
bucket.
for the soothing presence of the bucket.
I knew it.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Jesus.
It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
They're like,
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of
Forgot
simply
again.
being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. Right. Right.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Isn't that-
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Sure, it was the bucket. Totally, it was the bucket. Oh. Isn't there like... I thought there's gonna be a figure in here. No? Alright. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Oh, I thought I can choose. Is this a blue and red room, you think? Oh, I don't think so. It's not blue. It has some boxes. It could be the fireplace one, but it wasn't by the fireplace. I don't know. Da, 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 da. Where am I going, though? I've already been here. But the bucket edition is, like, wild.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
The bucket is here for
Everything
you.
will be fine.
Damn. Okay, so my laundry's almost done again.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay. What? Wait, but I'm here again. Do I want to be here? Oh. Okay. Oh, haven't I been here? My control, but I also did escape already. I did that route. I don't know if I want to be here. Oh, I see. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh!
The
But
Bro!
just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
Wait, we can do that?
Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Okay.
Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
I can't see anything though.
So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It
Oh.
really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well,
Cool.
and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Oh.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
What
In
is
fact,
happening?
After some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Oh.
It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable.
Okay.
This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground.
Yeah, it's just a hole in the
Bucket
ground.
sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
And then? Oh, that's it. Alright, I think that's it for, this game for today. I hope I haven't muted my mic again. Let me see. Okay, I think it was on this time. Okay. That was fun.